There's a reason why they call this place Big Sky Country.
Once referred to as the last best place, Montana's horizon feels infinite.
This is a land where wild still thrives, untamed.
Out here, every moment tells a story, if you're patient enough to see it.
Here, you're not just observing wildlife, you're stepping into their world, embracing the patience, the challenge, and the reward of experiencing life in its rawest form. We came here in search of some of the incredible animals that call this wild land home. And with a camera, persistence, and a little bit of luck, we hope to capture their story. We know it won't be easy, but we have a good feeling we came to the right place. We made it to Yellowstone. For the last week, we've been hanging out around one of our favorite mountain towns with Nick's parents who flew in for a much-needed visit. And we're pretty sure there are good luck charms because on our first day exploring, we got our first taste of seeing wildlife. At this point, we were hooked. We wanted to capture literally every animal we could, which meant we would need a bigger lens. So after a bit of research, we found a shop in Bozeman that had the perfect wildlife lens for rent. We said our goodbyes to family and booked it up to Montana. Oh Lord. What did you do?
Just look at that.
So ridiculous.
If you thought that this one was big, our biggest one, 70 to 200, it is big. This is a
Oh my
monster.
gosh.
It's a 200 to 600, so it zooms in 3 times as far. God, it's so smooth. So there's no like external zoom when you're going through. There's not like the thing that pops out the front, which is kind of cool. But this works with the 2x teleconverter, so we should be able to get like 1200 millimeters. We're gonna go shoot bears, wolves, moose, big animals, mainly grizzly bear. I just want to see a grizzly bear. Hopefully. Otherwise, the reality is Bozeman Camera was pretty cool. This was $40 for a 4-day weekend. Not bad at all.
That rented camera lens smell.
So stoked. I'm so stoked. I'm not a sales guy this weekend. I'm a photographer.
Photographer Nick.
That's right.
We're camped up just north of Yellowstone, right near a little town called Gardiner, and woke up to the most incredible views of the mountains this morning. I'll show you guys. We've got a full mountain range behind us. God, it is so beautiful here. I'm having one of those moments for like, this is why we choose to live in 70 square feet. It's stuff like this. We get to wake up in beautiful places like this. Not every day, but a good chunk of the days. I'm just feeling very grateful this morning, and I'm so lucky to get to experience this kind of stuff. But anyways, we are in Yellowstone, hoping to photograph some animals this week. We're really hoping to photograph some grizzlies and maybe a pack of wolves if we get super, super lucky. It is a bit late in the season, so I don't know that we'll have the opportunity to, but I'm putting it out in the universe. Yeah, I would absolutely love to photograph some grizzlies this weekend, so fingers crossed. But for now, we're just gonna enjoy this beautiful view. We're making our way to Lamar Valley, which is where we have the best shot of seeing an actual pack of wolves. We've hit a classic Yellowstone traffic jam, the only kind of morning commute traffic we'll accept from here on out. plan is to post up at a local hotspot known for wolf activity.
Way up there.
Yeah, it's kind of like midway up the mountain. There's like one hill by itself, and it looks like there's an animal right on it.
The concentration.
Got him.
And we might have just gotten really lucky. Or at least so we thought.
We got a dog-like.
But dude, it's not
A dog-like
it's
thing.
not uncommon for a wolf to go alone either.
We think it's a
especially in this
wolf,
park.
but we're not
That's
sure.
Totally.
It's a gray wolf. Like you can literally see it. That's not a coyote.
We don't know what he is. Someone over there is saying it's a coyote. I just badly want it to be a wolf. I don't know. It's gray. And he's on his own. I think the ones around here usually do pack stuff. Our friend that we met the other day, he's a local guy, really nice. He had to leave Yellowstone, and they thought they recognized us, so they were going to double back just to let us know that over at Slough Creek, one of the packs of wolves are over there, and they're kind of bedding down. They're all taking a nap right now. So we're going to go try to find them now.
Okay, we just made it to Slough Creek. Apparently they are bedded down, taking a nap somewhere in this valley. We've got a bunch of other people with tripods and scopes, which is always a good sign. All these nice people are letting us use their scope to check them out. They're about a mile away, so we aren't going to be able to get them on the camera. Still
Friendly
such a cool
folk in
experience.
Yellowstone.
Yeah, we love it.
Makes me think that the one earlier was a coyote.
Yeah, that's so
look
cool.
at that, dude.
It's less windy today, so it's not getting as shaked. I'm actually getting pretty decent video with the teleconverter.
Hell yeah.
They might have been too far away to get any high quality pictures, but we did see the wolves. And we were pumped.
That's a wide stance, my God.
Let me catch you, G. Let me catch you, G. Let me catch you.
Riding that high, we spent the rest of the day driving around the park, pulling over for any and every animal we spotted. It's safe to say that Marley wasn't quite sure what to make of the bison, but I think they might be my new favorite animal. They're basically just really big puppies, playing and rolling around in the dirt. They were so fun to photograph. And on our way out of the park, we ran into another group of wildlife photographers, tripods out and excitedly snapping shots of this guy, a great horned owl. Apparently spotting these birds of prey is pretty rare, and we got to see him in action. Such a cool surprise. We felt like we had absolutely hit the jackpot getting to photograph so many incredible animals in the park. Yellowstone has definitely been the park with the highest concentration of accessible wildlife, but we still hadn't spotted the one animal we came here to see. We weren't surprised that we didn't run into any grizzlies. It is pretty rare, especially this time of year. But we were determined, and luckily we had one last stop on our list. A local spot just outside of the park that one of our friends who grew up in Bozeman said is our best bet at photographing a grizzly. So we packed up and made our way north, prepping for a 5 a.m. wake-up call. Okay. You awake yet?
No. No, I need a nap.
We just drove for like 40 minutes on a washboard dirt road to a spot that a friend recommended us to come to photograph some grizzlies. We didn't have luck this last week inside of Yellowstone, so we're hoping that we get a little bit more luck out here. But yeah, we're super pumped. We've got about an hour until the sun comes up, so we're just kind of crushing time. It is so dark out here, so we're gonna go completely quiet for the next like 45 minutes. No lights, no sound, see what we can hear, and
I'll practice my bear call. Come here, bear.
would have worked on me. It did work on me, hence we're here. Okay, it's just now starting to get bright enough out where we're starting to be able to see a little bit. It's so beautiful here. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna set up the 2-600 on our A7 III, but the A7 III has more megapixels than our A7S III does. It's a little bit sharper of photo quality. But I'm gonna get all this stuff set up, get some memory cards formatted, and Fingers crossed, guys. This is like a bucket list item for me. God, if we see a grizzly today, my whole life will be made. I will just be over the moon. Anyway, this lens is huge.
While I was inside getting all the gear set up, Nick was outside chatting with a local.
Really nice guy.
Yeah.
Actually, he said he's never seen one in the morning.
Oh, so we came at the wrong time, huh?
No. He said they come at both, but he goes, he always has better luck at sunset. It's like, besides the park, this is probably the best place to go. But he basically said just in the mornings, scan the trees.
They kind of are up in the tree line.
They'll come down from the trees to get the caraway root. And then he said around dinner time, he's like, they will just freaking feast. And then you'll see them start to crawl back up into the hills to go to bed.
That's so cool.
He goes, you are in the right place, dude. He's like, you will probably see something. Although he did say, he's like, dude, I've been coming here so many times. He's like, and I have left upset and skunked plenty where like I sit here for hours and don't see anything. He's like, dude, if I see one, I will come over. He's like, I'll let you guys look through the scope if you want.
Oh, that's so nice of him. So another reason why we got the lens we did is it is compatible with our 2x teleconverter. This is a 200 to 600 lens. We can actually punch from 400 to 1200. So pretty cool little guy here. It does significantly change the aperture. It goes from being 5.6 to
probably 11 will be the lowest you can go. You're not going to get any bokeh.
No.
It'll be easy.
But that's okay. We can at least scope with it. So
we'll see how
let's go ahead and set it up. That is so wild that like you have to put the camera onto the lens, not the other way around. That's how big this thing is. It is so hard to hold this thing still at this insane focal length.
About 2 hours in, we spotted some movement up in the tree line.
I really do think that's 2 up there. So there's 2 on the very top of this, and there's 1 next to the green tree. Grab the teleconverter.
The red tree? It's the green one?
It's the green tree.
Okay.
Right, moving up there.
False alarm. It's just a cow. Just a cow.
Man, we really thought we got that lucky.
I kind of want to turn the van back on and get that heat going.
Get back here.
It's cold.
Update, we have moved inside of the van because it is frigid out.
I really don't know what I'm looking at until they get closer. Is that a rock?
Definitely a cow.
Is that a bear?
Definitely a cow.
You don't know that.
Moo is now in charge of scoping out of the right side of the van while we make some breakfast. What do you see, bud? No! Don't leave your post! Listen, we've all taken our turn. You look chilly, buddy. You look so cold. Like you just want to match mommy.
Around hour 5, we decided to drive around and see if we would get lucky. But to be honest, both of us were coming to terms with the fact that the chances of spotting a bear were pretty dang low. That is, until we spotted a couple cars pulled over on our way back to the highway.
You guys, we did it. We literally were about to call it quits today. We had sat for about 6 hours just scoping the tree line, and on our way out, we saw a couple cars pulled over, and we found a mama and 2 baby cubs right out here in the field. We are actually getting footage of a grizzly and her 2 cubs right now, which is so exciting.
Yeah, like I was saying, as we were leaving, of course, it's when you're not looking that they come out. She's walking closer to us. We found a sow and her 2 babies.
It's so funny. We actually met a couple locals that said they've come here for 3 years and have been skunked. And somehow on our first day here, we saw these grizzlies. Incredible experience. These animals are amazing. Oh, I feel so lucky.
So we can punch into 1200. I have no idea if it's going to be sharp, if it's going to look good. Even the wind out here seems to cause it to wobble so much. So learning lesson, we're going to see if you can stabilize the footage, see if it turns out sharp, turns out in focus, if it, who knows. But she is literally like right, she's like dead center right out there in the field. Unbelievable.
Oh, there's Mama. She's starting to head back towards the mountain. She's digging. Oh my gosh, this is so adorable. Oh, now they're both digging. This is so special. You know what? If anyone asks me what my dream job is, it's a wildlife photographer now.
Yeah.
It's official.
Getting to experience these beautiful animals firsthand is hard to put into words. It's moments like these where we feel so immensely humbled and a deep respect for the nature and this land that we have the privilege of getting to explore. And it serves as a great reminder of the responsibility we all have to protect these beautiful places and the animals that call it home.
Come here, bear.
Dude, his is massive. Holy
Jesus. I just choked on a cinnamon. Oh my god.
You had like a couple months of good boy streak.
I fed you right before I left here. I let you sit on my lap all day and look at buffalo.
Did you get into trash?
Ready to shred the mower, bruh?